I'm back. I got some sleep like I promised I was going to do. Hey, Tony Lee. Hey, KG. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. I guess Marco was in earlier. It's a little late for him over there in Portugal. So he stopped by, sent some love, and hopefully we'll catch him tomorrow night, maybe early New Year's Day. I don't know how far ahead of us they are over in Portugal, so I don't know if it's 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me go on and share this puppy out real quick. Oh, drop that taskbar so I can see what's going on. There is that right there. And there we go. All right, we got it now. And bring the taskbar back up. Hey Jay, good to see you. Hope you're doing good this evening. Man, I'll tell you what, it has been a rough couple of days. I don't know if it's been insomnia. I don't know if it's been what. But I know, let me think, this is Friday. On Wednesday night, I went to bed 9:30. I was up before 11. Wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, tried to lay back down, couldn't go back to sleep, laid in the bed until almost midnight, never went back to sleep. So I got about an hour's worth of sleep, hour and 20 minutes worth of sleep, went all day yesterday, and then turned around last night, went to bed at 10 o'clock, and I was up before 1. Went back to bed at about 8 o'clock this morning, slept for 2 hours, and been up ever since. So I'm going to stay up late tonight. That way I can get some rest tomorrow before we do 12 hours tomorrow night. Oh, man, let me see here. Hey, Shane, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Tomorrow night's going to be fun. We'll do all kinds of things tomorrow evening. I'm going to have some open mic time tomorrow night. We're going to do some trivia tomorrow night. I wish there was a way that I could actually put the ball drop on here, but there's not. It's copywritten everywhere. The only way I got a chance to put a ball drop on is to have somebody there with a camera. So, sadly enough, we'll have to do the countdown. I will have some kind of countdown clock. So, yeah, that's a nice looking truck, Shane. I'm glad that you and the wife decided to give yourselves a Christmas present this year. That's a sweet little truck. Hey, Squatch, good to see you. Yeah, I seen when I came back in here after dinner tonight, I seen that you were going to go live at 8. But regardless, tomorrow night is going to be fun. It is going to be just a regular little old 12 hours, 6 a.m. tomorrow night, or 6 p.m. tomorrow night till 6 a.m. New Year's morning. And then Papa's going into hibernation for the day. I've already got a video set up to premiere at 8 o'clock Sunday morning, January 1st. Are set up to go public. Not a premiere because I won't be here. How's things over there in merry old England, my friend? Hopefully things are well over across the pond for you, Tony. More fun than hitting your grandmother with a 2x4. Yep, you got it. We're discussing Sherlock Holmes, Howard the Duck, and Ginny the Feral Child. Well, that sounds like it could be a nice, fun combination, like a tossed salad kind of thing. Like, every layer's got something different in it. That sounds good. JJ says hi. She's on another live stream helping a friend out. Well, tell her we said hi and take her time. We'll be here for a couple hours. Good, good, Tony Lee. Good. I've not talked to my buddy over there in a couple of days. He had surgery the day before Christmas. Had actually had open heart surgery, and they put in a defibrillator and stuff. So I told him I was going to give him a few days just to kick back and relax. I wasn't going to be bothering him. He's stressed out enough working for the Royal Mail, working in what is it, health and safety over there. He has to run around to all the different. Um, we call them post offices. I don't know what you guys call them over there in England, but he goes around to the different warehouses and checks safety concerns and things like that. So he's always stressed out anyway. So he needs a few days just to kick back and relax. Because here in about 2 months, 3 months, he'll be here for like 2 weeks. So we've not seen him since before the pandemic, and we have missed our friend. So, first person my wife has ever been able to stand to listen to talk with an English accent. Actually, he's kind of got a bastardized accent because he originally came from Scotland, but his family all moved to England about 15 years ago. So he's got kind of a mixed up English Scottish accent. So half the time you can't tell what he's saying, and half the time it's the most beautiful dialect I ever heard in my life. It's been rough. We got a cold and lost my breath. Yeah, I'm so sorry for that, KG. That's terrible. I was asleep when there's Wook. I was asleep when he messaged me and told me about your brother, and I when it comes to a death in the family or something like that, I always try to keep my distance from folks. You know, you guys all know that I'm always here if you need me, but when it comes to family matters like that, I try to keep my distance to give people. I mourn differently than you do. Jay mourns differently than I do. Shane, we all mourn differently. So I wanted to give you the space to have your time to reflect. It's been rough. Threatening with a good time. I hope he's okay. Bless him. He's doing fine. He's actually doing fine. I talked to him when he got home from the hospital. Of course, they performed the surgery early in the morning, observed him for a few hours, then sent him home. He called me when he got home, let me know he was home and going to go to bed, and I told him, good idea. I had to get a hold of him in a few days, so probably tomorrow I'll give him a holler on Facebook Messenger and see how he's doing. Big Georgia game tomorrow. Whoop whoop. Nothing beats a big Georgia game. That might not be possible since Big Tennessee game is on at 8. If she starts watching, there is no interruption. That's all I can say. Dev, good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight, sir. Yeah, I don't mind talking with everyone. It makes me feel better. And see, that's that's completely different. When I lose somebody close to me, I kind of shadow myself into a box, and um, that's how I handle it. You like talking, and it makes you feel better to talk. So I mean, that's good. We get to smack Ohio State around. Psst, that's all it's going to be is a butt whipping. I mean, come on. It's just going to be a butt whooping. That's all it is. Go Bulls. There you go. Hey Jan, good to see you, dear. I'm not permitted to watch them play. 8 o'clock tonight. We better beat Clemson. I don't know. Clemson's been doing pretty well this year. That game can go either way. You think you finally over it, huh? What? I mean, you guys know me. I'm gonna pull for Tennessee regardless, but I don't know about Clemson. Yeah, I was really surprised last week after the wife. She was down for 4 days. She missed 3 days of work. Y'all know she don't miss work for shit. But she was off for 3 days. The night that she started to recover was the night that I got really sick, and I slept. I slept pretty much that whole evening, then slept the next day, and I woke up at noon. I woke up at 5 p.m. and went right back to bed at 9. Got up the next day and felt like $1,000,000. So she was down for 4 days. I was down for one. What we have, God only knows. Tennessee is favored over Clemson. Okay, well, I know I favor them over Clemson, but that's just me. I'm impartial. Cicada already smacked the balls around. We won't have Hooker quarterback. Who knows? Who knows? We'll find out. But yep, I plan on firing this puppy up. Like I said, we're going to do some open mic stuff, let people come up, talk about their resolutions, talk about their channels, the plans they have for 2023. Of course, we're going to do the same thing. We have got some new merch ideas coming out, new intros and outros going on. Of course, you guys all know that I'm designing intros and outros for folks now for their channels. Um, Gosh, what else? Of course, we got the Real Beard Santa thing going on next year. I will be doing full-time Santa Christmas time next year. Hopefully right here local. We do not have any Real Beard Santas here local. And we've got some nice new stores. Our little village has started to open up. Got a couple brand new um, barista shops uptown, and got a brand new live play type theater uptown. So, hopefully I'll be able to stay right here in walking distance from the house. Give me a chance to put on the suit, walk around town. By then, I mean, this This right here is about a month and a half of growing. So we'll see what it looks like in 11 months. Just take care of the team you're playing. I'm just glad none of us have to deal with the Crimson Tide. Jay and Jan, I need to get with Danny, or you guys can get with Danny. I think, which y'all know how my brain works, but I think that the Ghost-orama at the City of David is going to be in June this year. So we will see what happens. Daryl, holy crap, holy Batman, I was just thinking about you today. Merry Christmas to you too, bud. I was just thinking about you today. I thought, man, I haven't talked to Daryl in God since forever. I have got to give him a holler. But after the last 2 nights and the absolutely non-sleeping thing I've been doing, I stayed in bed pretty much all day today. Danny, I was just talking about you. Danny, when is Ghost-orama at City of David? Isn't that the one in June? Because I that's the one that Jan and Jay wanted to come up to this year. Next year. It's not this year yet. June 3rd. There y'all go. There y'all go. When we talked for a little bit the other day, and he had mentioned it, and I thought he said June. So there you have it. It is June 3rd. At City of David. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. Of course, I can't wait for the museum just to see it up and running again. I'm probably going to sob. Y'all probably going to see me cry on film. You ain't never seen me cry on film. You've seen me get kind of sobby and wishy-washy. I might cry seeing that place up and running again. Hey, Terry. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. 75 for vendors, free to paranormal groups. Masha, good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. Let me see, 719 here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 19. Happy New Year's Eve, Masha. The same to you, Drew, and also to you, Tony Lee, and Katie. You guys are all over there. You're like 5 hours. No, wait, Masha's in Canada. Yeah, Masha's in Canada. She's on the same time we are. I prematurely New Year's Eve'd you. Only doing my big trips on YouTube. Wife and I have COVID. Everyone is good. Oh my God, man. Jesu criminy. I was wondering with the two of you both working in the medical field how long it was going to take somebody over there to get it again. Of course, you know, I've had my shots. They say I can't get it again. Whatever. I've known people that have had 3 and 4 shots that have got it, and I've had 2. Let me see. Tony, Katie, you guys have a wonderful evening. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night We will be on from 6 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night till 6 o'clock a.m. New Year's morning. We're going to pull an all-nighter together. We're going to spend the night together, y'all. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate you sharing it out. Good to see you too, Masha. Okay. Scotland, Saturday's New Year's, no worries. Wishing everyone a great New Year's. New memories, new beginnings. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. New memories, new beginnings. All right, I'm out at dinner with Mama and the son. All right, Danny, you enjoy dinner with Mama and the boy, and we'll catch you later, bud. We'll talk to you here real soon. Be watching the game too. I love football. Awesome. I'll stop in for sure. Smash like. Group 1. Wooly says hi. Tell Wooly I said howdy. 3 years, no COVID, 3 days, and I feel okay actually having a beer. I got one in the fridge. I'm saving it till tomorrow night. The wife went out and bought me a tall boy like 3 or 4 days ago. I haven't even touched it yet. So we'll be bush lighting tomorrow night. It was time for fresh starts, forgiveness. Exactly, Drew. You are absolutely right, hon. All this horse malarkey that has been going on in 2022 with all these different channels, these friends that are turning their backs on each other and stuff. It should all stop tomorrow evening. And, well, we'll see what happens. He says howdy back. He's having a beer too. Well, lager. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a lager. Me personally, I'm waiting until the first time I get to come over there and actually sit down at my friend's little inn with him and have a pint. It's been a very crazy ride. It's been a very crazy ride. I have seen a lot of friends turn their backs on each other and let the rumor mill just tear the foundations of friendship out. And I'm not going to have guests tomorrow, but I am going to have open mic where folks can come up on screen with me. And so, yeah, I guess in a sense it's going to be I guess in a sense, yeah, we're going to have as many guests as want to come up and join us and try to help keep me awake. Hey, Buck, good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight, sir. Gonna love Scotland. You'll fit right in, sitting in a local pub, having a pint. Yep, and my friend Alan has got this one pub he stops by that's in between his post where he works at the Royal Mail and his home. So he don't even have to go out of his way. He just drives up the road, stops at his pub, has a few pints, gets back in his whatever that weird little car is he drives. Kind of looks like a baby station wagon. It starts with a P, like a Ault or something like that. But drives 2 blocks down the road, hangs a left, and there's his house. So I'd like to show a thing I did. Okay, you can show your thing. You'll fit right in, sit in the location. Best everyone 2023. Been off YouTube about 3 years, I think. 2023 might be back in. I've had so many undocumented adventures. Seems to be a waste not to share. I've missed you, bud. I'm still subscribed to you. I've 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 missed you. Not to mention, Daryl, you and I need to still go out and have a few adventures together. I was actually going to try to get a small group together back in October when the dogman sightings and stuff started picking back up around Manistee, and nobody wanted to go camping for 4 days in Manistee during dogman season, so we didn't get a chance to do it. Maybe this year. Yeah, there's a local pub every second street here. Puget. That's exactly what he drives, is a Puget. But I agree, Daryl. I agree. I think you've been off for the biggest part of 2 years, maybe a little bit longer. And I'm sure as much as you love the outdoors, as much as you love going out and doing things outdoors, I'm sure you've had a lot of adventures that have gone undocumented. Might as well share them out to folks. I'd watch camper. I follow a few van life girls with their dogs. Yep, I do too. I do too. I watch some of the van life. Of course, the bushcrafters. I met a new fella today that just built a cabin, a dugout cabin. He dug out a big chunk of a hillside, built his cabin into the hillside, and he was just hanging his doors and windows today. And I was really impressed with that little tiny cabin. Smallest wood burning stove I ever seen, but I think the whole inside of his cabin is only probably uh, 10 by 12, if not 12 by 16. Teeny tiny little place, but he did it right. He did it right. Looks really really good. So I'll be following him, watching his adventures. Of course, there are some guys from over there in Netherlands and stuff that have done um, Viking houses and stuff. I've watched them build them up and stuff like that. So it was 62 here today. I have a bad feeling in a few weeks we're going to get buried with snow. It was 54 here today. All the snow we got last week is gone. It was 52 degrees when the wife left for work this morning, and she called me not 5 minutes after she left. She goes, "Why didn't you tell me it was foggy?" I said, "It's not foggy." I said, "You've got snow on the ground and you've got a 52-degree air temperature." I said, "It's causing a condensation steam." I said, "It's not fog." And sure enough, she got out on the highway away from the fields and stuff, and it was clear. So, Wooly watched it too. It's amazing. Oh, I know. I know. It is. It's mind blowing sometimes watching these guys build these cabins. And this dude that built this cabin did everything with hand tools. There was no power tools, no anything. He was using all kinds of string measuring devices, and uh, it blew my mind watching him do that stuff. Terry, last Friday, -8 as a high today, 66. Next Thursday, they say chance of snow. Yep, go figure. It's winter in the Midwest. You just never know. You never know what it's going to do from day to day. I don't even pay attention to the weather. I mean, y'all know how I feel about meteorology. It's like politics. It's the only job you can have, only be right half the time and still make six figures a year. Most jobs you work at, if you're only right half the time, you wind up in the mailroom. Nope. Here, if you're only right half the time, you might wind up president. Actually, Drew, I'm really glad that you came in here. I'm glad a lot of our friends from the UK are in here. I'm doing a video. When did I do? I have it scheduled yet? No, it's going to be Tuesday's video. This coming Tuesday's video is on the pics. So, going to be very, very interesting. They're going to talk about the pic culture. They're going to talk about where they came from, um, who conquered them, who did they conquer to take over the land that they did. It's going to be pretty interesting. The new neighbors are really good people, but seem to be letting the outbuildings deteriorate and not be tended. Mike would be disappointed. Yeah, Mike would be very disappointed. I'm very disappointed because the way Mike talked, those outbuildings were the seller. They were also the husband was supposed to be a history buff, wanted to finish the town, wanted to make it look good. But every time Steph drives by there, she regrets us not being able to buy the property. She regrets it a lot because well, for the longest time no one was there. They finally got their other place sold. They started working on the house, and she knows doggone good and well. As bored as I get, I wouldn't be working on the house. I'd be out back in the little western town, and we would already have the jail built. We would already have another couple more cabins built out there. Um, have the church built. So, and of course, I would have been coming across the street every chance I got and saying, "Hey, Daryl, want to come over and help me build a church? Hey, Daryl, want to come over and help me build a brothel?" All the time with my own job. I had to be right all the time with my old job. Yeah, exactly. At least we finally got caught up on deliveries yesterday. Had a couple extended routes. Didn't even go out last Friday and Saturday. It was dangerous last week. It was dangerous. We had a pile up here in Michigan I didn't even know about until the day after Christmas. Opening phrase tonight. If you're having troll problems, I feel bad for you. I got 99 problems, but a troll ain't one. Ain't no trolls here. We have we have a troll trap here. Actually, there's a whole bunch of troll traps here. The main house is totally rebuilt. Wouldn't recognize it. The last time I came by there, they had the new roof, the much higher peaked roof already framed. Um, but that's all that had really been done. I think their camper was sitting beside the house. I didn't know what else they were going to do to it, but yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't recognize it. I loved that little ranch house just the way he had it. I don't know if I would have put a second story on that thing or just built a couple room additions down on the first floor somewhere. I got a troll hunters. There you go. Take them trolls out. No more killing billy goats on my bridges, buddy. So I hope everybody can hang out with us for a little bit tomorrow night. Don't expect anybody to hang out all night with me. I'll be able to do 12 hours easily. Some 24-hour live streams that start to kick my butt because I've told you guys before, when I do a 24-hour live stream, I'm actually up for 36 hours. From the time I get up in the morning until the time I finally get back to bed the next day, I'm actually up for 36 hours. And well, I'm an old dude now. I don't do 36 hours very easily. They don't make a strong enough coffee, but they try. I've been I've been drinking the hell out of this Black Rifle coffee that I got for Christmas. Matter of fact, first bag's just about gone. Hey Rob, good to see you, bud. Happy New Year's Eve. Not New Year's Eve yet. Of course, like I said earlier, I'll be on here tomorrow night to take out 2022 with y'all and bring in 2023. 6 hours together of the last of 2022 and the first 6 hours of 2023. No better way to spend New Year's, I don't think. All right, Squatch, you go pre-show, man. Everybody come up after, like, comment, subscribe. Dude, if you are still on when we get done, you know I'll be there. Like I said, I'm going to stay up a little bit later tonight anyway. Hopefully, I might make it past, 1 or 2 a.m. if I stay up just a little bit later tonight. Yeah, Squatch, before you take off, go on and throw your channel link up in the chat. And I love it when you lie to me. Much, dude. I'll come up there. I'll come up on that screen with you any day. I don't care. I'm trying to get my squatch beard going. You know, that little black streak going down the center. By this time next year, I'll have my squatchy in. I'm stuck at work till 10. There you go, guys. There is Squatch's actual show link right there. So, hey, when we end the stream tonight, roll back up in the chat. There's the link right there We'll go over and hang out with him for a little bit. Oh man, stuck at work till 10. Are you stuck at work till 10 tonight or tomorrow night? Or both nights? Yeah, I forgot about that new little at thing. Instead of having to put youtube.com/c/ then your channel name. I'm still getting my man cave done. It's almost finished. Both nights. I'm always working till 10. Man cave's looking good. Man cave is looking real good. I've watched both videos, or watched, well, the only two that popped up on my suggested videos. What was that? What was that? I'm here watching the pregame. So glad you won't hear me yell at the TV. You've never seen me watch NASCAR. I'm screaming and hollering at the drivers like they can hear me on their earpieces. Been there, done that. Well, see, I know me and you are both Junior fans, so I've screamed at him multiple times. But I learned it legitimately from my dad. You know, when we watched Dale Senior race up here at Michigan Speedway when I was like 12 years old, heard my dad yelling and cussing at Dale Senior, and it just kind of carried over to Junior when he started driving. I found more stuff in my attic that I forgot I had. I've got to get some shelves up. Might start some gaming live streams. Wow, I didn't know you gamed. I think if I ever tried to start gaming, my computer would probably catch fire. Maybe one of these days I'll get a brand new computer. It's back to old stinky cigarettes after this one. You know, amazingly enough, yeah, I've never been a big gaming fan myself. Now, I'll watch people play games. You know, my two oldest sons used to play Grand Theft Auto and stuff. Every time a new one would come out, they would get it. And I've never played it with my kids, but I have sat for hours and watched them play. Uh, and they don't even do the missions. They just go around and steal cars and run from the cops and see how long they got to be chased until the federal agents come out. And um, my youngest son, he used to do everything he could to find out how many ways you could kill yourself in the game. I remember he one of my favorites is he would get on a motorcycle, he'd ride off of a rooftop, and right before he hit the ground, he'd punch in the cheat code for a rocket launcher and shoot it at the ground right before he landed in the fire. Then again, he'd get in a helicopter and pull up a grenade launcher, blow the helicopter up when he was in it. So I mean, I don't know. Got a whole gaming setup from my brother for Christmas. It's epic. Very cool. You know, my daughter used to play Roblox and Minecraft and stuff like that. Now she's into first person shooter games. You know, there ain't nothing like seeing your already mentally effed up 14-year-old playing first person shooter games. Somebody please buy Drew some cigars. He's a bear when he smokes cigarettes. Well, you know, poor white boy. What can I do? I'm not a gamer either, but just thought it'd be something different to do for the winter. We keep having winter like we have the last couple of days. We'll be able to go out and do investigations. Here, I've been planning on holding off the investigations until the late part of March, early April. Hell, almost 60 degrees today. We could have gone out and done an investigation this evening. It's, let me see here. It's 41 right now. Oh, I know. I know. This weather, and I don't know if any of you guys follow these meteorologists that put their videos up on YouTube, but they're talking about a heat wave coming in the 60s and in some locations the lower 70s. This is not what winter is all about, guys. You know what happens when you have a heat wave in the middle of the winter. It's normally followed up by Mother Nature dropping hundreds of pounds of white fluffy stuff on you, smacking you around and calling you nasty names. I remember up here in the northern part of the Midwest during the winter of 78, just a couple of weeks before we got hit in 78, we were in my dad's pickup truck in t-shirts. And I think it was 16 days later, my dad's pickup was buried under about 6 feet of snow. Because that drift come right off the peak of our house and was just, I mean, you could have skied this snowdrift because it went clear out across our street and up against our neighbor's front porch. We had to dig the old man's truck and my mom's car out. Of course, especially since we already went home to Tennessee early. We usually go in January. Hey, Adam. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Mr. York, good to see you as well. So yeah, tomorrow night on the 12 hour, we'll be talking about some of the things coming up for 2023, some of the new things I'm going to be doing, some of the things I want to try that I've never done before. It's still snowing in Buffalo. My poor sister-in-law and her husband haven't been moving snow around for or have been moving snow around for weeks. Yeah, it's real bad in Buffalo. I saw a real short news clip today, and they're talking about the death toll is still growing every day in Buffalo. I feel so bad for those folks out there. I'm still here, just chilling. Awesome, Drew. Remember, I'm streaming live here from Scotland at midnight again. Like last year, it's usually pretty cool. Now, where are you going to be, Drew? Um, which are you going to the city to film Hogmanay, or um, are you going to be right there in your village, or where are you going to be at? Hey, I'm watching the pregame. We're using our backup quarterback. Might not go as planned. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I would love to make it to Scotland um, sometime for Hogmanay. It's a 3 day celebration, guys. Um, the last videos that I seen out of Scotland, on the first night they do a huge parade. Um, they do a huge parade, and then they do like a big Viking. They burn a Viking ship. Um, Day two or night two um, of Hogmanay is, your common New Year's, fireworks, celebrations, drinking, friends and family. The third day, what I seen of it was all bands and drinking, and don't ever let it be said that the Scots don't know how to throw a party. They throw, every place else in the world throws a party for 1 day. They got to fit everything into 3. I'll be here at home playing the Big Ben belt and usually Scottish music. Very cool. Yeah, up in places like Skye. Yeah. I agree, Terry. I agree. It's they've had a great season. I don't know about this backup quarterback, but we'll see what happens. There's always a possibility they might pull a rabbit out of their hat no one's expecting. Went and bought groceries for a few weeks today. Talk about sticker shock. Yeah, I know. We had hamburgers the other night, and the wife went to buy a head of lettuce and a tomato, and she said that the tomato was remarkably cheap, but they made up for it with the $3.79 head of lettuce. And these weren't even solid heads of lettuce. I taught her how to squeeze a head of lettuce to see if it was hollow or not, and she said every one of them she could squeeze them down like a Nerf ball. She said none of them were solid. So we had lettuceless hamburgers the other night. Keeping my fingers crossed. I've not seen this backup play. Yep. That's what we did tonight. She had to work. She actually got called in early tonight. Had to drive back to the casino she was working at before the snow hit, which she really kind of likes them up there. So she was back to that hour drive each way. So before she went to work this morning, she ran to the store and bought shredded lettuce and stuff so I could make tacos tonight. knowing I had this stream this evening, she wanted me to get something cooked that was fast and easy. And she said that, that it was 2 bags of shredded for $5. So I think that's what we're going to be sticking with for a while is shredded lettuce. I'll be going NFL game Sunday. Can't wait. It's been a while since I've been to the stadium. Thank God it'll be warm. Yeah, exactly. Scottish music plays us in until big guns salute Edinburgh. Edinburgh. I said it. I'm sorry. I said Edinburgh. Jesus. I sound like an American. Edinburgh. I'd love to be at Edinburgh maybe next year. That'd be cool. From what I understand, Edinburgh, they throw a big party. Matter of fact, I think Edinburgh is the town that I seen in that video that they done the big 3 day celebration. I think it was Edinburgh. Pretty sure. Just about had a stroke when I saw the price of eggs. Dude, our eggs here right now are $3 and she looked on Christmas Eve. I think they were $3.89 a dozen. $14 for 2.5 dozen. So that's normally what we buy because I eat a lot of eggs. And I believe she said it was $13.99 for 2.5 dozen eggs. So needless to say, we have liquid eggs in the pantry. Army eggs. So yep, heat up the skillet, throw in some butter, open the box, pour the eggs in, and everything is scrambled. No over easy eggs for me for a while. Most all lettuce is grown in Yuma. We're in extremely drought here in Arizona. That explains it. $6 for 18. See, they're actually a little bit cheaper there than what they are here. About the same, really. About the same. Yeah, I wish we had chickens. I need to go. Uncle Danny is opening the haunted box. Blessings to all. Happy New Year when it comes. If I don't see y'all, I hope you get to come and hang out for just a little bit. If not, I completely understand. You're going to be busy over there tomorrow night. So you take care. If we don't see you, Happy New Year, dear. And I'll see you next year. $2.68 a pound. That's about what we pay here. We go to the meat market, buy 10-pound rolls for $30. So yeah, right around anywhere between 25 and $30. It just depends on what kind of specials they're having. My chickens stopped laying once we had cold weather. Haven't gotten eggs in a week. Have a dozen and a half on the counter. So I'm not selling any. Makes sense. Makes sense. I had me some chickens, I wouldn't be selling eggs. That's for doggone sure. Like I said, the way we go through eggs, and now Ash is on this big bacon kick. She has to bake something, or she's all the time looking up new recipes to try things out, be it cupcakes or cakes or whatever. So, here real shortly, eggs are going to be a commodity around here. Maybe one of these days I'll get her taught how to make like real homemade meringue, how to separate her yolks and everything, and actually whip a good homemade meringue. Then Daddy can start having pie again. And before you say anything, Tony, I eat coconut. It's a fruit. It's good for me. I'm seriously considering chickens after we move. Uh, I grew up around them. I grew up around them. My great grandmother, the one that came from Ireland, she she would be. I remember being knee high to a grasshopper, walking out in the backyard with her, and she had these chickens where they would come up and they'd eat the grain out of her hand, and she'd find that one she wanted. Chick 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 chick. A chick 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 chick. And as soon as it stuck its beak in the palm of her hand, she grabbed it right behind the head. One fling, she's holding the head in her hand, and that chicken's bleeding out in the yard. She'd take it in the house, pluck it, clean it, throw it right in the pot. But they must have had 200 chickens running around that yard. So there was eggs everywhere. There was fresh chicken on Sunday whenever she wanted to make chicken and dumplings or something like that. Fruit is not good for the diabetic. Tell me about it. When I became diabetic, I was no longer cutting up a banana and putting it on my cereal and stuff like that, because I was only allowed to have a half a banana at a time. Dietitian says half a banana because that's more than enough carbs in the morning. Doctor says a whole banana because potassium and stuff keeps me from cramping up in my legs and stuff. So who do you listen to, your doctor or your dietitian? Actually, my doctor told me to eat as many bananas in a day as I wanted to. Coconut isn't fruit though. It don't have sugar except in the milk. Yeah, okay. Got me on that one. I always thought coconut was a fruit. So just bacon, huh, Doc? Yeah, that's well. Well, then you got to worry about the grease and the bacon, which is why I hang my bacon in the why let me rephrase that. Why I prefer to hang my bacon and basically make a jerky out of it, because all the grease drains off of it down in the pan in the bottom of the oven. If I could not have bread or banana, then just kill me now. That's how I felt 6 years ago. I'll eat bacon till it clogs my arteries up and I drop over from a massive coronary infraction. They might be able to take blueberries, homemade rolls, cake, pie, milk, they might be able to take all that stuff from me. I will die with a chunk of bacon hanging out of my mouth. I don't care. I'm going to head off. The game is about to start. Awesome. Awesome. Glad your neighbors live a little ways away. They won't think you and Jay are murdering each other tonight, screaming at the TV. Just kick the chair out from underneath me. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it. All right, Jan and Jay, you guys go and do your cheering for the Vols. We'll catch you guys tomorrow night. If I don't talk to you during the day sometime tomorrow between nappy poos. Good evening, Santa. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good Christmas. I hope yours was nice as well. The family got together, even with our crappy weather. Everybody managed to get over here. We had a nice dinner together, unwrapped all them wonderful, amazing presents that you left under the tree. It was nice. It was real nice. Don't tell that I bought 10 loaves of frozen bread. The thought of living with no bread is horrific. I keep mine to a minimum. Um, I'm not supposed to have a lot of corn either, because corn is very high in carbs. Like I said, I made tacos tonight, pulled out my last 6 hard corn tortilla or corn taco shells, had my happy 6-pack of tacos tonight on my corn shells. Everybody else was eating tortillas. Now that's usually what I eat here at the house is tortillas. I know I've told you guys before, um, a single tortilla is on the average 17 grams of carbs. So each piece of white bread is 17 grams of carbs. So to get 2 sandwiches, you're talking 84 grams of carbs. But to get 2 wraps, you're only talking about 34 grams of carbs. So I mostly will eat tortillas here at the house instead of eating bread. Only because I can, flour tortillas. Flour tortillas. And see, that's about like ice cream. Ice cream is very, very high in carbs, but there's a certain generic brand of ice cream that comes in the 1-gallon plastic tub. It's only about 22 grams of carbs per 2 big scoops. So I can get a couple of scoops of ice cream and I'll eat some peanut butter with it or something like that. Since the protein in peanut butter dissipates the way sugar lays in your system, I can have me a couple of scoops of ice cream with some peanut butter, even melt peanut butter over the top of it if I want to. And it's a lot healthier than going out and buying Breyer's ice cream or Ben and Jerry's or some of those other name brands. Okay, because here a tortilla is mostly corn unless you ask for flour. Yeah, see, a lot of times, we don't even buy tortillas here, or tortilla chips. I mean, if I want corn tortilla chips, I will go out and buy like tostada shells, the flat ones, and I'll fry up my own corn tortilla chips. If we want something different, I'll take uh, 8 or 10 flour tortillas and cut them into the triangles and fry them and make flour tortilla chips. I don't get sugar hits from ice cream like other sugars for some odd reason. I haven't started on the healthy foods yet. I really have to start. Can't remember the last time I saw my feet. Well, be honest with you, Santa. 6 years ago and 45 pounds heavier, I hadn't either. You know, I was 5'7", 265 pounds when the diabetes thing hit me. And when I consciously started changing my eating habits and stuff like that, I got down to that 220 mark, and that's pretty much where I stay at. But I cut out a lot of things. I cut out, you know, I cut out blueberries. I cut out um, the milkshakes I used to drink all the time. I cut out regular soda. That's why y'all see me drinking that diet stuff now. So I was amazed how much weight I lost just switching to diet soda. So got to run, feeling pretty sick today, so I'm going to grab a hot shower in bed. All right, Adam, you take care of yourself, bud. Get some rest, get to feeling better. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow evening for a little bit. If not, I completely understand. Just take care of yourself. 5'10", 154 last week. You're healthy. You take care of yourself. You're active too. Don't forget that muscle muscle weighs more than fat. Um, so, all right, Adam. Sounds good, bud. Sounds good. Oh, we'll be on for 12 hours, so we'll be easy to catch. Probably more like 5'8" with age and gravity. Yeah, I haven't measured myself in a long time. I used to be 5'7 3/4, and the last time I looked, I think I was 5'7 1/2. So, and I'll be 55 in 10 months. I don't drink pop at all. Lots of water, but my weakness is definitely ice cream and bread. We live primarily on pasta. I love pasta. Love pasta. The wife is a specialist at Alfredo, and she makes some of the most wonderful chicken and mushroom Alfredo that I've ever had in my life. But I got to be real careful with the pasta consumption now. Um, Soda's always been my thing. They redone all of our water lines um, 2 years ago, and ever since they redone our water lines, the water here is terrible. It is. I mean, you try to drink a big glass of water, even if you just sip it over a period of an hour or so, you'll start to get a stomach ache. And we know that it's all the chemicals and stuff they put in it, but how do you I mean, how do you convince a town that most of the people in the town can go out and buy cases of bottled water or spring water or something? But I mean, once again, this is Michigan. What many towns here in Michigan, they tell you not even to drink the water. So, hey Ty, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well tonight. Happy New Year's Eve. Potatoes are okay too. Now, see, I was told to stay away from potatoes unless you leach them first. If you boil them, if you let them sit in water on low heat for a while before you do anything with them, they say potatoes are healthier for you. But that's one thing that my dietitian told me to stay away from was the simple sugars and starch in potatoes. So, I mean, I come from a southern family, man. Mashed potatoes, fried potato cakes, boiled potatoes. All right, Terry, you have yourself a good evening, dear, and take care. We'll catch you tomorrow evening on here. Yep, tomorrow evening is Christmas Eve for your family, Tony. I remembered that. Meat and bread. See, I love meat. I wish meat was cheaper. I would be eating all kinds of meat all the time. All the time. If we could afford it here. Right now, our main staples of life is pork loin, chicken, and hamburger. That's the cheapest thing in the stores right now. Yeah, gravy. Now, see, I love a good chicken gravy. I love a good beef gravy. My favorite is biscuits and gravy. You got to limit yourself on the gravy thing too. Now, the wife actually uses cornstarch to make her gravy instead of flour, and I've noticed that it doesn't affect my blood sugar um, as much when she uses cornstarch as it does when she uses flour. I'm not fond of chicken, neither am I, man. I'm honestly not fond of much meat anymore, the way we're getting it in the stores, because it just don't taste right to me. I mean, it's like as I've gotten older, I can taste all the vitamins and the steroids and stuff that they put in it. A hamburger don't even taste the same anymore when I make it at home. Now, when we go out and buy a hamburger somewhere, when we have the extra money and can go to, Wendy's or Burger King or something like that, now those burgers still taste the same. But the burger you buy in the store and prepare at home just tastes artificial. I bought brats and a brisket. Now, see, I love me a good brisket. And brats, I can do some Johnsonville, even generic stuff I can do brat wise. It's once again just affording them, catching them on sale is the big thing. Our brats haven't been on sale here for 3 or 4 months, and they used to be on sale every other week. Although batter dipped and deep fried. Yep, bacon and hamburger. Now, see, bacon's never changed its flavor on me. I could live on bacon 7 days a week. Oh yeah, we've not had them. God, we've not had brats in probably 4 or 5 months. 'Cause like I said, they used to have them on sale all the time here, and you like $3.60 or $4 for a pack of 4 or 5 of them, and then you get the other one at half price or something like that. But yeah, and I love I love Italian sausage, Polish sausage, stuff like that. Um, Once again, can't find it around here. Too much bacon. Yeah, now see a lot of bacon. If I sit down and just have a little bit at a time, I'm fine. But yeah, if I sit down and try to eat a whole bunch of bacon, like when we do catch bacon on sale, the wife will grab some and I'll make BLTs or something like that. I pile bacon on a BLT. And yeah, a couple sandwiches and it bugger, well, even wraps. It messes my stomach up bad. But once a week or two. So yeah, once a week, twice a week. That's a hey Santee. Happy New Year's Eve to you too, sir. I hope you're staying home and safe tomorrow evening. Yeah, now see, that's my thing, Tony. I can sit down and eat a whole pack of bacon. But if I try to do it, multiple days in a row, oh yeah. Oh yeah. It messes my digestive tract up like I don't even want to know what it's like. I hope y'all have a good one. Yep, staying home. Well, the wife has to work tomorrow. She has to work New Year's Day. That's why I'm doing 12 hours tomorrow night right here. I figure in 2022 with the family on here, ring in the first 6 hours of 2023. So I'm coming on at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, not getting off till 6 o'clock Sunday morning, and then I'm going into hibernation for the day. I figure I don't get to go out and celebrate New Year's anymore. So tomorrow night is going to be cold beer and good company. 12 ounces these days, not 2 or 3 days. Yeah. Yep. Every once in a while I'll find a 16-ounce pack of bacon, but usually, yeah, it's about 12 ounces. Bought enough brats to have 4 meals of the things this month. Very cool. Very cool. Our local meat market has they make their own brats, and they I think they probably carry 12 or 13 different kinds. They have like a jalapeno brat. They have a bacon and jalapeno brat. They got a bacon brat. They have got an Italian brat. They've got a German brat. They've got an American brat. Um, they got cheese brats, different kinds of cheese that they do. They 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 make a lot of their own stuff there. Once again, though, it's just being able to afford it. It's cheaper to go out and buy Johnsonville or Our Family or something like that than it is to buy their homemade brats. Their brats are bigger, but they cost a bigger price too. So we will be set for the winter, I would say. Oh yeah, I thought a 3 pound package, thick sliced bacon, plain brats. Yep, they make those too. Yeah, see, when I do like the Italian sausage or Polish sausage or something like that, I've got to go out and buy all the little peppers and onions and saute them up and everything, and put them on my hoagie bun, just like I get at the carnival. It's the one thing. Uh, that's the one thing that I really miss about going to the fairs and stuff is my big Italian sausage smothered in onions and peppers and everything. So I make them at home when I can. The jalapeno is good. I've had one of their jalapeno brats before. It is really good. The bacon and jalapeno is super. Making a video is very time consuming. Making a video is very time consuming. Since I took to cooking bacon in the oven, I no longer need it thin sliced. See, when my dad has got a huge electric skillet, that thing's probably 3 feet by a foot that he keeps out in his shed. And when they catch bacon on sale, they'll buy 8 or 10 pounds of bacon, 12 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever my dad wants. And he'll take it all out in the shed, and he'll spend an entire Saturday or a Sunday just frying his bacon up on his electric skillet or his electric griddle out there in the shed. And he'll put it in little, like, 1 pound bags and stick it in the freezer, already cooked. That way, whenever he gets in the mood for bacon, all he's got to do is grab one of his little Ziploc bags out, throw it in the microwave, thaw it out, heat it up, eat it. Whether they're making BLTs or just eating bacon and some taters. Tell me about it, Ty. Well, the next time you make it up this way, Ty, we'll do a video, and you can see how quickly I can throw a video together. I'll teach you a couple tricks about throwing them together real quick. I have a 20 or 24-inch cast iron skillet, but baked is still far better. I actually did bake when I made BLTs the last time. I baked the bacon um, on a cookie sheet in the oven, um, only because I don't have a large skillet like that, and I get tired of having to stand over a skillet for 45 or 50 minutes cooking enough bacon for the family, because I got to cook 2 pounds of bacon at a time for this group. Just the four of us will go through 2 pounds of bacon. So I actually baked it on a cookie sheet. I put parchment paper down, put the bacon down, then put another piece of parchment over the top of it. That stuff come out good. That stuff come out real good. Trying to make a video, locations and settings. Yeah, it is. It can be a big pain in the butt, but it could also be easy. Like I said, the next time you make it over, bud, we'll go out and we'll shoot together, and we'll have a video thrown together in an afternoon, thrown together and ready to upload. Well, depends on how much green screen work I do. That's the pain in the butt right there for my videos, is the green screen work. I don't know how Santee does it so easily between, Skeleton and Bill and Rex. I don't know how he does it so easy, because, just for me to put myself, shooting an intro and an outro, just for me to put myself, Harry, and the Raven in, just those 3 layers takes me almost an hour. sometimes a little bit longer. When I throw Sarah in, that's another layer. So I have to go through and I'll put me in, and then I'll encode it, and then I'll bring it back up on the green screen editor again, and I'll put Harry in, and I'll encode it. I bring it back up again. I put Raven in, and I encode it. So doing the ones for Christmas when I was at different locations, the snow was falling, Harry was in there. Yeah, that got to be a little time consuming. It does, Tony. I noticed that when I cooked it on the cookie sheet. It does. It stays, yeah, it can be crisp without being excessively hard. Mm-hmm. Yep, because when I cook it in a skillet, my daughter basically wants it burnt. She wants it crumbly, and um, as long as I've been camping, I've never been a big fan of eating charcoal, but she apparently is. Now, when I cooked it in the oven, she loved it. She loved it, and it was crispy, but it was not burnt. It was not overly hard. Oh God, it's raining again. Last week at this time it was snowing like hell. Now all the snow's gone. It's been in the 50s all day long, but it's been raining. It's been absolutely lovely in the Midwest. I'm picky when it comes to authenticity. I don't blame you. All right, Tony, you do the same, my friend. Have a very nice Christmas with the family tomorrow night. If you want to come in and hang out for a little bit when it's over, we'll be here. But you have a good day tomorrow, my friend, and take care, and we'll catch you later. What are you doing it on, Ty? What is your subject matter? Battery in my truck died. Could have sworn I just bought one recently. Checked my records. It was 2016. Love those die-hard batteries. Yeah, the other day it was so cold that the wife's battery was dead in her in her car, and she we wound up getting it jumped so she could go to work, and it was fine after that. But her car came from Arizona, so it had a standard uh, normal factory battery in it. And I told her for living up in these parts, she has to get a much higher cold cranking amp battery. And I've been telling her that for a couple months now. And, much like every other piece of advice I give her. Coin World UK. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm not 100%. Just pop in to say hello to y'all. Glad you could join us. Glad you could join us, even if it is just to say howdy and hello. Happy 2023 to you as well. Of course, I will be on. I will be on tomorrow night. I'm doing 12 hours tomorrow night. I'm coming on at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time and staying until 6 a.m. New Year's morning before I go into hibernation for the day. But I'm doing 12 hours tomorrow night, so you're more than welcome to pop in tomorrow evening and hang out with us for a bit. Mr. Carey, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. After Civil War, 1870s, 1880s. Can't say a lot. Okay. All right. I can appreciate that. A little bit of mystery always makes them videos better when they come out. Hope you guys enjoyed the one that came out yesterday. Like I said, I've got another really great one scheduled to come out at 8 o'clock Sunday morning. Already got it uploaded, already got the timer set. Tuesday's video is going to be very interesting. It is all about the Picts in Scotland, who they conquered to take over that land, who conquered them, what the Roman and Greek soldiers thought about them when it come to why Emperor Hadrian had the wall built. Everything talks about the Pictish lands, the lands that they controlled, where they got their name from, their history, everything. Some of the greatest warriors this world ever seen. These were the guys that tattooed or painted their bodies all up and ran into battle naked. They didn't care. Thank you. Everyone have a safe and fun. Best wishes 2023 from England. The same to you, Coin World. The same to you. I hope that your 2023 is top of the line. I hope it's great. Many well wishes for everybody that's part of this channel, for the growth of your channel, for the growth of each and every one of us personally. May everything that we want to accomplish in the new year come with ease. May we enjoy it. May it be our best year yet. I'm doing fine. Fixes wife's angel in a car wreck last week. She's going to be okay, but I won't object to prayers. My God, man. I'm so sorry. I hope everything is well and she is recovering nicely. Definitely prayers for her. Sounds like my kind of history. My family came from England and Scotland and Ireland. So, you know, the side of my family that I carry the name of came from just south of Cambridge, Aylesworthshire. The rest of my family were Mahoneys from Ireland and McRae's and McGraw's from Scotland. So I love doing history from those areas. You played with them clips I gave you. I've tried to play with those clips you gave me, but the way you shot them makes it an incredible challenge for me to actually get them to the point where the resolution is better blown up. It's cutting just the center. It's cutting the top and bottom off the clips. So I mean, I'm still playing with them. 20 minutes from Stonehenge. Peace of mind. Did you say Wiltshire? Ellsworthshire. Ellsworth, was it ELSW or ELLSWORTHSHIRE, Ellsworthshire, just south of Cambridgeshire. I finally gave you a challenge. Not an impossible challenge, just a challenge. Let me see here. See if I can find something right here real quick. Ellsworth, ELSWORTH, is a village and civil parish in South Cambridgeshire, England, 9 miles northwest of Cambridge and 7 miles southeast of Huntingdon. Let me see here. Hold on. Right there. Yes. (2022) challenge, and Drew completes in 2026. Maybe. If Drew can get it completed. Like I said, you always want to shoot, you want to hold your camera this direction, like you're shooting this way, instead of holding it like this. Because when you hold it like this, it automatically fits the frame for the editing programs, and it's big enough people can see it. But if you hold it this way, you're going to get this much picture on that big a frame. So it's only going to be that big by that big. So you always want to shoot this way when you're filming. I have heard of that. Awesome. Keep well. Sorry, I can't stay long. It's all right, Coin World. It's all right. I understand you are 5 hours ahead of us right now. You are not the only part of our family here that we have in the UK. We've got friends in Scotland, England, Ireland, Germany, France, Portugal. So believe me, I understand. I know it's almost 2 a.m. there. It's 1:03 there. So I understand. Get some rest, and hopefully you can come in and join us for a little bit tomorrow evening. Well, sometime in that 12-hour period. And one disturbed sociopath in Reno, Nevada. You are absolutely correct, sir. You are absolutely correct, and you know we wouldn't know what we could do or what we would do without our slightly disturbed Reno sociopath. Almost 2 a.m. Yeah, we'll be here from 6 o'clock tomorrow night my time till 6 a.m. New Year's morning. So we'll be here. You take care of yourself. Have a good evening. Rest up, and we'll catch you here real soon. God, I hate these things. Yeah. 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 You guys see what I'm reduced to? You see what I'm reduced to when I run out of cigars? Ultralight 120s. Ooh. Ooh. Reno always reminds me of the film Kingpin. Always wanted to go to Reno. Always wanted to go to Vegas. The last time I was out that way on vacation, I was 12 years old. So I didn't get to do anything fun when I was out there. I was too busy sitting in the back seat begging to see Grand Canyons and Devil's Tower and Dinosaur National Monument, and my mom wanted to see yarn balls and frickin' corn on the cob. Guess who won? Come to Reno, Vegas sucks. Well, and Carrie, I keep saying that as soon as this channel blows up and we really start to get the money coming in every month, I plan on taking some trips, coming out, different parts of the country, seeing some of you guys, even filming, together when we're at different locations and stuff. It's just, it's just hard when your YouTube is your only income and you're not monetized. There's nothing but cut rate whores, meth heads playing slots thinking they'll make it big. Man, they won't. When my uncle was a truck driver, when he was still alive and driving out to Vegas, he used to tell us kids, he said the key to being successful in Vegas, he said, you take $200 into a casino with you and you lock up your truck. If you lose that $200, you go back, you get in your truck, and you leave Vegas. If you double that $200, then you take your original $200 back out, put it in the truck, lock up the truck, take your $200 winnings in. If you lose it, go get in your truck and leave. You don't lose any money that way. He said if you double your $200 winning, take that $200 out, put it in the truck, lock up the truck, take the second $200 back in. Back when I had the old channel, and I was making a little bit every month, and we had extra money to play with. The wife and I would go to the casino where she worked at, or one of the other casinos in the chain, and that was the method that I used. I would take a certain amount of money in there. If I doubled it, I would put the original money in my wallet and keep my play money in my front pocket. And every time that I doubled my money, I'd put it in my wallet, which never happened. So I always stopped. Pretty much all casinos, you got it. You got it. And my uncle, he got lucky sometimes. So, I mean, there was a lot of times he came home with all of his money. There were some times he'd come home $1,000 up, $2,000 up, $2,500 up. Just depended. Of course, he kept it all to himself because my aunt had a love even greater than his. It was called Amazon. And, well, he never told her when he won money. Which is probably why it took the family 3 weeks to go through the house when him and my aunt died, because she had all these boxes of Amazon stuff that she ordered that never even got opened. Goodness gracious, y'all. We only got about 6.5 minutes left. Man, this evening flew by. It's almost 9 o'clock already. So, yep. Do not forget, we will be live tomorrow night to break in the new year together. Do a little drink, make a little love, get down tonight. We would do a little dancing, but that is something y'all don't want to see. So, but we'll be here regardless. 6 o'clock p.m. tomorrow night through 6 o'clock a.m. New Year's morning. We're going to have some open mic time. We might do some trivia, talk about some New Year's resolutions, whatever it takes. Have a little bit of fun, enjoy each other's company, usher out the old year and bring in the new together. Because I know I'm not the only one that's staying at home tomorrow night, so we might as well spend it together. Who knows, maybe some stories. Just depends on what people want to come up on screen and talk about. Of course, I will need uh, my wonderful moderators tomorrow evening, to help monitor folks coming in. I know good and well we'll have a troll or two pop in. They always come in. Don't forget, it was 3 years ago on the old channel doing the New Year's thing when somebody came up here and they stuck their wee-wee on the camera. Of course, my moderators were very, very quick at pointing out the fact they had a baby pee-pee, and I think they embarrassed them. They didn't come back, so. That's why I started handing out a bunch of wrenches to the people I trusted. You can make a fake page to get people's attention, But when you've been made a moderator, you can't fake that blue wrench. Oh, goodness gracious sakes. We are down to 4 people watching. We have got 3.5 minutes left. It's going to be fun tomorrow. I enjoy doing New Year's with you guys. Of course, you know, when I become a multi-millionaire, I'll send everybody plane tickets. We can all just fly to the same location and break in New Year's together. Till that day comes, we got to do it like this. Why is everybody so quiet? We still got 3 minutes. Let me see here. What do I got coming? What do I got coming up on Sunday? I forgets already what I've already uploaded. Come on, computer. Oh, yes, that is right. Sunday's video is Island of Fear, Island of Hope, talking about Ellis Island, the mass immigration that occurred through Ellis Island. It's a good story. I watched it 2 or 3 times. A lot of original video, a lot of original immigrants speaking in the video. It's good. It is really good. And then, like I said, Tuesday we will have a video coming out on the Picts from Scotland and everything you ever wanted to know about the greatest warriors this world ever seen. So like I said, these are the crazy men who stripped themselves completely naked. They were either covered from head to toe with tattoos or painted their entire bodies and ran up against armored soldiers and kicked their butt. Some of these guys were carrying sticks and stones, and they beat armored, shielded, sword-wielding soldiers. A hell of a story there. But that's going to pretty much do us, y'all. We have got less than a minute to go. Thank you guys for joining me tonight, hanging out. Everyone that's still here, I can't see who all's here, but y'all take care. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow night. Until then, enjoy what's left of 2022. We'll see y'all tomorrow.